Chapter 6. Now, because we are fellow workers, we also urge you not to receive the grace of God in vain. For he says, "At the acceptable time I heard you, and in the day of salvation I helped you." Behold, now is the acceptable time. Behold, now is the day of salvation. We are giving no one an occasion for taking offense in anything, in order that our ministry will not have found fault with it, but commending ourselves as servants of God in every way, in much endurance, in afflictions, in distresses, in difficulties, in beatings, in prisons, in disturbances, in troubles, in sleepless nights, in going hungry, in purity, in knowledge, in patience, in kindness, in the Holy Spirit, in love without hypocrisy, in the word of truth, in the power of God, with the weapons of righteousness for the right hand and left hand, through glory and dishonor, through slander and good repute, regarded as deceivers, and yet truthful, as unknown, and yet known completely, as dying, and behold, we go on living, as disciplined, and yet not put to death, as grieving, but always rejoicing, as poor, but making many rich, as having nothing, and possessing everything. We have spoken freely and openly to you, Corinthians. Our heart is open wide. You are not restricted by us, but you are restricted in your affections. Now the same way in exchange, I am speaking as to children, you open wide your hearts also. Do not become unevenly yoked with unbelievers. For what participation is there between righteousness and lawlessness? Or what fellowship does light have with darkness? And what agreement does Christ have with Beliar? Or what share does a believer have with an unbeliever? And what agreement does the temple of God have with idols? For we are the temple of the living God, just as God said, "I will live in them, and will walk about among them, and I will be their God, and they will be my people. Therefore come out from their midst, and be separate, says the Lord, and do not touch what is unclean, and I will welcome you, and I will be a father to you, and you will be sons and daughters to me, says the all-powerful Lord."